Greetings, YouTube. How's everybody doing out there today? It is beautiful Sunday. It's the 30th, Halloween Eve, and it's about 2:35 in the afternoon, and it's been raining out there. It's supposed to rain today and tomorrow, but it is what it is. Lord give us, Lord taketh away. Got a lot of things going on around here, guys. My shop is a mess, but they delivered this bad boy yesterday. Now, let me tell you the dilemma I had. First of all, guys, let me sit you over here. Whenever I go to buy something, you hear that toe tapping. Yeah, it's my little buddy. Huh, Max? Say hi, Max. Say hi. Wag your tail or something. Say hi. There you go. All right. So, drop it down a little bit. Here's the dilemma I had, guys. And guys, whenever I'm going to buy something, whenever I go to buy something, guys, I keep an eye on, like not that air compressor, but I've kept an eye on air compressors for a while, and I wanted a Quincy. And what happened was I went to Lowe's. Lowe's had the Quincy air compressor for $2,400. 6 months ago it was $2,200. They had the Quincy for $2,400, and if you open a pro account, you get like $240 off, and delivery's like $19. I did all that, and plus I had gift cards and stuff. So when it was all said and done, I got the air compressor for about I think it was $1,840. That was a Quincy air compressor. And everybody else selling it for $3,000. And I've been watching the Quincy air compressor for probably the last 4 years, guys, because I wish I'd have bought it 4 years ago, but I didn't because I didn't have nowhere to put it. I didn't have nobody help me move it around. These air compressors, man, ain't something you can just move around. You got to have help all the time, and it's just me living where I live at, guys. I don't have a lot of friends around me. I don't have a lot of people I can just go to and say, hey, would you guys help me move an air compressor? And then 2 months later, hey, can you help me move the air compressor again? I just don't have nothing like that around me. And trying to get people together is like pulling teeth without Novocaine. So, but it is what it is. So I knew I'd probably wind up buying my air compressor from Lowe's, because Lowe's is about 30 some minutes away from me, and they can deliver it. I don't have to worry about nothing. They can do it, and all I got to do is just pay for it. So I ordered a Quincy air compressor, guys, not knowing that Lowe's and Quincy air compressors were having a conflict. Didn't know it. So I ordered the air compressor, paid for it, everything, be here on the 18th. The 18th came and almost went, and my wife had to call them up and say, hey, what's going on? Well, they canceled your order. Oh, well, nobody told us. So he said, I can do one of two things. I can give you all your money back, or you can buy another air compressor that we have. Well, I didn't really want a Craftsman. Not that they're bad. I've seen videos on them. People, they like them. Not only that, Craftsman don't make them. They're made by somebody else. So not that they're bad, but the Quincy had 50,000 hour pump life. Guys, I don't run a compressor every day. Most of my tools are battery, except for, I got an air saw, I got an air chisel, and I got a couple of sanders. And even though I got a battery DA, I like the air better. You got more control over it. You can control the speed of it and everything. I like air better. A lot of people saying, air's going away. Air will never go away, guys, because there's things that you always need air for, like your tires. Until they come out with, well, even not only that, there's equipment out there that requires air. And I guess if they build all these equipments without air compressors, figure out a way to make them pneumatic or something, where they can do it themselves, maybe down the road. But right now, I don't think air is done. and I always like air compressors. Instead of me buying the pneumatic guns with the battery, and they got their own like compressor built into them. I buy the nailers, just the air nailers. They work for me. They work great, and not only that, the pneumatic ones, guys, that you use with a battery, how long they last. But that's another story. So anyway, I ordered a Quincy. They canceled my order. He said you can either buy another compressor off of us, or I'll give you your money back. That's all I can do. And a lot of people say, well, I'll never shop Lowe's again. Well, I I will always shop Lowe's, Home Depot, and Menards. I will always shop there, guys, because they always got something I need, and it's just it wasn't the people that sold me the air compressor, the Quincy air compressor. It wasn't their fault. They didn't know a conflict was going on. It didn't have in the computer there's a conflict going on. We need to hold up. So, and then that day I went and looked on the internet. It said this equipment is not available at this time. So that means they're working on negotiations. So, but I saw the Quincy Air when I first saw it, guys. It was $1,600. That was 4 years ago. Now they're $3,200. So they done doubled in price, and I could not see spending $3,200 for an air compressor. I mean, yeah, I probably could have, but knowing that they doubled in price, Lowe's had the perfect price for me. Had the perfect price. So what I'm assuming is, Quincy wants them to start selling them for a lot more. And Lowe's, I don't know if they didn't know that, or Quincy, they didn't have negotiations. I don't know what the story was, guys. Whenever you have an issue like this, guys, instead of blowing up on people, you gotta talk to them. Talk to them. So the Craftsman air compressor, he said, look, man, it was $2,000. I also watched that in the last year go from $1,400 to $2,000. And he said, I can either give you your money back or you can get another air compressor. I said, how much you gonna give me off on the Craftsman air compressor? And he said, I'll give you $300 off. So $1,700. I said, all right, that's fine. With my gift cards and everything, I don't know. I think I've got it for about $1,200 because I had gift cards and stuff that I saved over the years. Because I knew I was buying an air compressor from Lowe's. I could have went somewhere else. I could have went to Rural King, but Rural King, like I said, they're $3,200 at Rural King, and then I'd have to find a way to move it around. And I don't have a truck yet, and I don't have nobody to help me move it around. So with that one there, what I'm gonna do with that one there, I got some sliders, and I'm just gonna put a piece of plywood on top of the sliders. I got 2 sliders, and I can just shimmy it off the skid onto the sliders and get it back here where I need it, and then I'll work on getting it off. I got ways of getting things around just when it's close, but that's my dilemma, guys, with Lowe's. I'm disappointed in the higher ups, because that's the problem with our country and the world today, guys. People don't communicate, and when they do communicate, it's usually one message, and people they buy into it and they don't look around. And one thing, I ran into a talk show host one time, not personally, but just dialing around. He said, man, think outside the box and think for yourself. Don't listen to what other people are saying. And even the Bible talks about you, thinking outside the box and thinking for yourself. And that's what a lot of people don't think for themselves, man. They just, whatever somebody says is golden. I don't look at it like that. And the only way I look at it is your word is golden. If you show up with what you said you were going to do, then your word becomes golden. But until that day happens, your word is just speculation to me. So, but that's the dilemma I had, guys. I could have, they also had Flex, I think it's called Flexzilla or something like that, or the green air compressors. They had a couple of other ones, guys. And I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna get that air compressor. He's gonna get it now to $1,700, and they delivered it for free. Can't beat that. So I was like, you know what? I can't beat it, man. I don't need an air compressor every day. I only need it when I got to run certain things, because even though I'm gonna have an air compressor. The more and more stuff they come out with battery, and I'm gonna use it, I'll buy it. But air is always a great backup, guys, because there's times you never know what can happen. You know, the only thing I don't like about it, it is 220. So that's why I'm working on getting my power, because getting all my power stuff together. I got my panel over here. Let me show you my panel. I got my panel the other day. It's a 100 amp panel. This thing is only a double 30 amp. It's 2 hots in the ground. Real easy. The motor, I don't know. It looked like it says Marathon Electric. I don't know if they're any good or not, guys. I really don't know. But I got my panel here. It's a 100 amp panel. And those breakers are what I picked up. I just picked up some more breakers today so I can make sure I got enough breakers. But this right here is going to be for my my panel in the back, for my air compressor, my heat in the back. And I think I should be good, guys. Because all the power I got in here now, guys, the ceiling fan, you see the ceiling fan? I'm running that off of an outside plug. I got a 12 gauge extension cord, and I can run the ceiling fans, my lights, TVs, and the power in my back room, these plugs, but I don't run them all at one time. So that tells me right there, I don't need a whole lot of power, guys, even when I get my room on the other side. But what I am going to do down the road, guys, I'm just waiting for things to calm down a little bit. Probably when I do my addition on the other side, I probably will have a 200 amp service put in over there. But in the meantime, guys, I just use what I got here. You know, a 100 amp panel should be fine for me, guys. I ain't even going to pull 100 amps a day. I don't have nothing. This right here, and probably my base, I'm going to get baseboard heats for now until I got to see how many amps does a split duct pool. And I'll deal with that there down the road, because I do want to get split duct in here. I like to get heat and air in here, guys. But right now it's really not necessary because I'm not in here all summer. Actually, when the summertime comes, guys, I try to get a lot of, if I can wait until the winter, like I got a lot of work to do to my cars this winter. If I can wait till winter, I usually try to get stuff done in the winter. That's when I have, because I'm a cold guy. I like the cold. So, well, guys, that was my dilemma with this air compressor. It's not a bad air compressor, guys. It's a nice air compressor. Oh, and I'll tell you one other thing, too. They sent me one, guys, looked like it fell off the truck. Had a big dent in the bottom. Had a big dent down here. The whole front of it was scaled up. The back of it was scaled up. And the guy told me at Lowe's they only deliver in my area on Wednesdays and Fridays. Well, when they sent me that one on Friday, I had my wife call up there and said, "Hey, man, y'all sent us an air compressor looked like it fell off the truck." And the guy was like, "You know what? I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna hire an independent company to deliver your air compressor on Saturday, because I had nobody here through the week to deliver it." So they got some guys. I guess they got an independent moving company that they use to move stuff around. They got the guys to come out here, and they came out on Saturday and delivered it. So it worked out great, guys. Now all I got to do, like I said, I got to get the power. What I'm going to do here in the next few weeks, guys, I got to work on getting everything cleaned out, getting it into the back, getting it positioned, and then get my wires and stuff together so I can get it ready. What I'm going to do is I got to rent a trenching machine so I can trench the ground. That's going to be the fastest way I got to do it. So I'm going to work on that in the next couple weeks. But we are starting to get into the rainy season, guys, and the rainy and the snowy season. So I'm hoping I got at least a couple more good weekends coming up to where I can rent that machine. Because I've been busy, guys. I worked 10 hours yesterday on Saturday. That's how busy we've been. And this time of the year, you got to suck up all the hours you can get, guys. Because, like I said, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We could wake up tomorrow and our country's going to be gone. And then all the little money that we do have put around, saved up or whatever, you know, we got to use that there to live. Try to live anyway. So, well, guys, like this video, share this video. I'll show you this compressor one more time. There, you can see it, and it's a two-stage pump. Two-stage pump, single stage, 22 amps. That's not bad, guys. Single stage. I tell you another thing too. They had an Ingersoll Rand at Tractor Supply. It was $1,300, but I hear a lot of people's been having issues with it, so that's why I didn't get it, because I could have got that one for $1,300, but I hear they're having issues with it, so I didn't get it. So, well, guys, that is it for this video. Till the next time, guys. Y'all hang in there. Hope y'all have a great week this week. And stay tuned for the next video. Bye-bye.